Hello everyone, it's time for Math Time with the Math King again. Today we're going to be working on two-digit addition. Two digits is where we have two numbers to add to another two-digit number. For example, we're going to be adding in the 10s and 20s and 30s all the way up to the 90s with two-digit addition. This can even help us when we're adding three add-ins like we talked about before. Adding three numbers together. This will help us with that too. We just have to add an extra number to it. So let's pay attention now. We'll practice adding two digits together, two two-digit numbers together, and we'll see how we can get our answer. So I start off with this number. Now I'm going to do traditional addition today. There are other ways to do adding. The way I'm going to show you today is traditional addition, which to me I think is pretty easy if you follow the steps every time. Let's take a look at this number. So I start at the top. I read across. 35 plus 14. Now when I add in the traditional way, I'm going to start in the ones column and add the ones column and then the tens column. And if you want to help remind yourself, you can draw a line right down the middle to separate your ones and tens. And I can even label at the top. Tens are over here, ones are over here. When I'm doing traditional addition, I want to start in the ones column. It's very, very important that I do that because when I get to bigger numbers, if I start in the tens column, it's going to cause me to make mistakes, and we don't want that to happen. So we start in the ones column. 5 plus 4. Now, luckily, I have enough fingers that I could do 5 plus 4 on my fingers. Or I could do 5 plus 4 on a number line or a number grid. But one easy way to do it is if you're doing it on a paper or a whiteboard and you've got some extra room, draw a simple picture. 5 plus 4. I could draw 5 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 4 more dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then all I have to do is count those dots up and see how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My 9 goes right underneath my 5 and 4. It stays in the ones column. Make sure you're lining up your numbers carefully. If you mess up your numbers or make them crooked or not lined up, there's a chance you're going to make a mistake. We don't want that to happen. After the ones, I go to the tens. Tens are a little bit easier this time. 3 plus 1. You can probably do that in your head. You could do it on your fingers. Again, on a number line or number grid, or if I want to draw a picture, 3 dots and 1 dot. 1, 2, 3, 4. My answer is 49. 49 is my answer to this two-digit addition problem. Here's 1, 2, 2 digits. That's why we call it that. 2 digits are 2 numbers together to make up one number. 3 and 5 together make 35. That's a two-digit number. 1 and 4 together make 14. That's a two-digit number. We added the ones, then we added the tens. Let's do another example. $62 plus 24. This time I won't draw the lines in the tens and ones. Let's just remember we have to start in the ones column. The ones column is the one all the way over here if you're facing the board on the right. 2 and 4. What's 2 plus 4? You could use one of our ways to figure it out, or draw 2 dots and 4 dots, or 2 circles and 4 circles. You could draw tally marks. I always say keep it simple. Dots are nice and easy, and they're fast and easy to count. 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now be careful where you draw your answer, where you write it. It needs to be right underneath the 2 and the 4. So I put it straight underneath so it makes one nice column coming down. I go next door to the tens column now. I've got a 6 and a 2. So let's do our dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right underneath the tens column, I put my 8, and my answer is 86. 86 is my answer to 62 plus 24 equals 86. Not too bad, not too hard. If we draw our dots or draw a picture or use your number line or number grid or your fingers, we should be able to figure these out. Now we're going to go and make it a little bit harder. So let's watch and see what we do here. Now our numbers are going to get a little bit bigger. So this time I have 37 plus 46. Okay, now again, if you want to put your line down and put tens and ones, go ahead. It's no problem. We can do that anytime we want. This is your work. You can do what you need to do to get the right answer. Now, who remembers where I start? If you remember, say it to yourself while you're watching this video. Do I start in the tens or the ones? Say it now. If you said the ones, you're right. We always start in the ones place when we're doing traditional addition. So now you notice my numbers are bigger. 7 plus 6. That's the ones column. 7 plus 6. I don't have enough fingers to do 7 plus 6. What if I don't have a number grid or a number line? I could draw one, but I think it's easier just to draw a picture. So I'm going to say, okay, let's do my dots. I like dots. Let's put 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a lot of dots now. So you have to be careful when you're counting them. It's important that you count them carefully. If you get stuck in the middle and forget a number, I would say start all over again. Don't try to figure out where you left off. But let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's 13. Our ones place equals 13. Now, I can't write 13 down here. It only goes up to 9. Once I get to 10, that's too big for my ones place. So 13 is too much. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep the number in the ones place because we have a 2-digit number here, ones and tens. So because it's the ones column, I keep the ones. That's the 3. Now I have to take that 1, because it's in the tens place, and move it over into the tens column. So I'm going to put it right up above the 3. Now I have 3 numbers to add together in the tens place. 4 plus 3 plus 1. Let's draw some dots to help us figure that out. So I've got a 3 up here, 1, 2, 3. I've got a 4 down here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've got that 1 that I just carried. I'll put that right up at the top. And let's count them. That's all I have to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That equals 8. It has to go under the tens column because it is 8 tens. 8 tens makes 80, plus this 3 that I had left over here makes 83. So my answer to 37 plus 46 equals 83. Let's review again. 7 plus 6 made 13. I can't put 13 in the ones column. I keep the 3 because it's in the ones place, and I put that as my answer for the ones column, and I take my 10 and I bring them way over here and put them up on top of the tens column. Now I said 4 plus 3 makes 7. 7 plus 1 more equals 8, and my answer is 83. Before I let you go, we'll do one more example, but this time, instead of doing 2 numbers, I'll add a 3rd number to it, and we'll see if we can figure out what the answer is. So let's try 15, 17, and 4. Now that's a 2-digit number. That's a 2-digit number. That's only a 1-digit number. But look where I lined it up. It has to be under the ones place. There's no tens in 4, so there's nothing there. If you feel like you want to put something there, you could put a 0 there, but you don't have to, and I don't like to. But if you want to do it, you can. Okay? So you could put that 0 there if you want. I don't want to, but that's up to you. Again, this is your work. You do it the way you want to as long as you're doing it the right way. So now I'm going to add the ones because I always start in the ones. Don't forget that. So I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a lot of dots to count this time, so I have to be really, really careful when I do that. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That makes 16. Now, we talked over here, I couldn't fit the 13, so I certainly can't fit the 16. Remember, keep the number in the ones place at the bottom of the ones column, 6. Take the number in the tens place, the 1, and bring it way up over here and put it on top of the tens column. Now, the tens column is going to be nice and easy to add, I think. I've got a 1 plus a 1 plus a 1. All I have to do is count. 1, 2, 3. My answer is 36. If you can do that, then you can do 3 add-ins that are a little bit bigger than the ones we worked on in the previous video. Remember, start in the ones. If it's 10 or more, carry the 1 to the tens place. Add up all of your tens and get your answer. Again, if you have any questions about this or any other math problems that you have, send me a message on Google Classroom. Say hi, tell me how your day's going, tell me some fun things you're doing at home during our time away from school, or ask me math questions. I love math, happy to answer your questions. Have a great day. Hope to hear from you soon. Bye now.